Go.
Yes.
Well, hello there. Hello.
Hi.
This Friday, the 26th of January 2024.
Ooh, a lot of things are happening in the world.
So when the things not happening in the world?
Well, a lot of things are televised now and happening in the world, I should say.
Televised?
Yeah.
How do you mean?
Now there's more like there's stuff going on in all sort of directions. That's what I mean. And it feels like it wasn't a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah, so to speak. Yeah, I mean, it's lots of things happening. Yeah.
It's like hard to just follow one thread. Like you're like, that's happening there. That's happening there.
Sometimes it's nearly the best not to follow anything too much other than your own business and your own life and your own happiness, in pursuit of your own happiness.
Yeah.
Are you happy today?
Um,
Be honest now.
I was before I got like super tired.
I know January's it's a pretty challenging month, isn't it?
Yeah, but like after, don't know, 6 o'clock, I just feel like my energy just goes like.
Yeah. I actually succeeded with having a power nap.
That's nice. That's not often that works.
You remember I was talking, do you remember this? I was talking to you on the phone and I was like, shit, I'm going to put my timer for 12 minutes and then I'm going to have a power nap. And I woke up 38 seconds before the alarm was going off and I had a dream that I was in Dubai doing skydiving and stuff. So feel a bit energized now. No, not really, but cheers anyhow. It's Friday.
Cheers, man. All right, I saw a trailer with a guy that I think is inspiring. Should I put it up?
Yeah, let's go.
Have a look at it.
Let's look.
Look a look.
Imagine this. Anybody in this room, if I could say, hey, somebody cured AIDS, I'll be like, right. And it ain't been 24 hours. You gotta pick up the time when it comes to work. Look at all these tweets. These watch over the technique. People take over and get see what I've done.
He offers cures for incurable diseases. He offers hope and life to those about to die.
Hey, what's with that? The same thing they do with everything else. They will figure out a way for you to live. But this is how the healthcare hustle works. We bring you in, you're sick. We start you on treatment protocols that are many times more toxic than what we're treating you for.
It's just mind-numbing to see how we can allow people like this to come among us, poison us, and then live comfortable lives.
He's an immigrant from Honduras who never went to school, college, or medical school. Yet the man known as Dr. Sebi claims to have found the cure for several life-threatening diseases, including AIDS. Too good to be true? Well, you be the judge.
He made Black people question the information that they were getting from their very own medical doctors.
We have been misled not only by the foreigners that are not part of our race, but we were also hoodwinked by our brothers that was trained by those people.
Dr. Sebi did not have to go through university systems once he realized that the knowledge was all around him, that he was walking over medicine.
All right, so we're here at Tasso, the AIDS support organization in Uganda. We try to get some answers.
When I told my mama that I had cured my 13 AIDS patient, she said, they gonna let you.
Today, a Brooklyn man who masqueraded as a doctor has been arrested by the state attorney general.
Can you cure AIDS? I've cured AIDS many times, sir, and I can cure AIDS again and again.
AIDS has been cured by the.
Can we just pause there for a bit?
Sure. That's his wife, by the way.
So, for those not following along, this guy's called Dr. Sebi. He lives in Honduras, or he's dead now, isn't he?
Yeah, he died in a prison in Honduras. I think it was on his birthday too. So it was like a bit of a mockery type thing.
On his birthday?
Yeah, something like that. I think he died on his birthday. So sad.
Yeah, but so what's he famous for? For people who don't know.
He basically found a way through herbs to treat all diseases, and he doesn't necessarily call them diseases, he calls them an infection in the mucous membrane. All diseases come from an infection in the mucous membrane, which basically means that he said, in his terms, that's where all diseases come from, which is basically derived from acidity in the body, too much acid. So his treatment basically went out on making stuff that was alkaline and electric and grown like locally. So, and he founded a protocol that's called Dr. Sebi's Nutritional Guide, which basically he shows all the different things they can eat that are alkaline. And he's treated loads of patients, even Hollywood famous people that are famous in Hollywood, and treated diseases that no other doctors claimed that they could treat. So the medical establishment wanted to put him in jail for practicing medicine without a license. But in that court case, 70 people came to his court case and showed him the papers where it basically said, here you have AIDS, and here now I'm treated from AIDS. And he won the case, which made the establishment not so happy. And they found a way to put him in jail because he had like cash on him. And they said that that cash he had was money from terrorism. So they put him in jail, and he basically died in jail in Honduras. I think it was on his birthday too, which is what I mean, that it's like a mockery type thing. But then this guy Nipsey Hussle, who's ironically also dead, made a documentary on his treatment, and this is the untold story, basically, and it's a documentary that Nipsey Hussle has done to promote Dr. Sebi because he really believed in him, which I'm not surprised because he has pretty outstanding credentials. That's what I can say just now about it.
Mm-hmm.
So should we watch the rest? It's like 1 minute left.
All right.
That's Dr. Sebi.
All right. Slightly hard hearing what they're saying in this video for some reason.
Appealing to our community, he, like many other could have surely been a target of powers that be.
There is a group of people who do not want everyone to be here.
Have cures for a lot of things, but that's not what keeps America going.
So who's the real problem here? Is it Sebi, or is it some pharmaceutical company that is willing to exploit him?
This man is not objectively shown what he does. I would say he either deserves a Nobel Prize or a term in jail, and I vote for the latter.
So when I found out about Sebi, it's really is about his case. And now niggas are tweeting me, Hustle, be careful, man. Your plane gonna go down. I said, you better run.
Anybody watching this, I want people to take Nipsey's lessons. So I don't want none of us to be afraid.
Anything that interferes with their omnipotent need to own and control everything is a danger and will be eliminated.
There we go. That was it. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to share.
So,
what do we make of it all? It's good if it at least hits the internet a bit. So
well, it looks like it has, but I've heard about Dr. Sebi before, but I don't know that much about him more than that what the stuff that you just said.
Yeah. So, what does has your girlfriend said anything about Dr. Sebi?
I think so, yeah.
Do you remember
But
anything?
I've got this really good book. Not written by Dr. Sebi though, but it's called Healing with Whole Foods.
Yeah.
And it's just a book with lots of good information about all different kinds of foods. Like now we can read about black-eyed peas, also called cowpea or China bean. They originally came from Africa, where they grow in the wild in the United States. Black-eyed peas associate with Southern cuisine, soft, quick cooking beans. They can also be, well, I don't know where I'm going with this, but anyway, it's a very good book, but I'm not sure if Dr. Sebi is good. I don't know much about Dr. Sebi, to be honest, more than that he has a specific diet and it's very strict what you eat and what you don't eat. And I know you and my girlfriend have been discussing things and I don't understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people who don't really know about. He's called Alfredo Bowman.
Because like, how did he discover all these things then?
He basically dedicated his life into learning about herbs. He didn't read
So,
any.
but how did he learn about herbs? Did someone teach him about herbs? Is he from Honduras or where is he from?
I think
Actually,
his mom is from Africa. Let me see where. La la la. I don't know. Whatever. And his mom was like basically telling him when he was a kid about all these different herbs, and he started to try these different herbs and see which one works and which one didn't, and like he basically invented his own formula till he found the stuff that was really good. That's
because I mean, like, if you start off with like today's modern big pharma, so to speak, it's all made of synthetic ingredients. I mean, there's like no medicine like a doctor would prescribe to you which actually contains like natural ingredients, if I've understood things correctly, because you can't have a patent on natural ingredients, which in an extended thought line means you can't make money off it, and that's why we have synthetic drugs prescribed by doctors, because it's all about the money. So to me, it does make sense that before all this was going on, there were only natural remedies. And I know natural remedies do work. Like, for instance, I've been doing a bit of oil pulling, if you know what that is. When you use, like, for instance, coconut oil, and you sort of like rinse your mouth with coconut oil. I don't know, it's just stupid. I find it a bit of a stupid name calling it oil pulling. Like, yeah, pull all the oil. But you just sort of sieve it through your teeth, and it's, you know, it's good for your gums. It keeps. What's going on now? All right, yeah, this is his list. So I'm interested in what he's actually found out, because I mean, I love natural ingredients, and I believe like if we do use natural ingredients in a correct way as a part of our lifestyle, we wouldn't need these synthetic drugs, and they couldn't make money off people's bad health. And it's a horrible thought, but it's like, you know, I remember once seeing a meme like the big pharma doesn't cure patients, it creates customers by keeping people, you know, ill. In, you know, they want to have them dependent on these different, they're not curing people, they're creating customers. So like these synthetic drugs don't necessarily work, but if you do use natural ingredients like this as a part of a lifestyle, you won't even be sick. That's why I find it interesting. So I'm not going to, even though I don't know much about him, I can't really argue like this is bullshit. You're not a doctor, you're not an expert. I'm not that kind of person. So tell
No,
me about it.
no, but he basically says that meat, starch, milk products, it's not how our bodies really, it's not really what our bodies need. It's not alkaline and it's not electrically charged.
Would you to pause you there? I mean, like, you know, milk products, like dairy products. I mean, it's actually drinking a different species of animal. I'm guilty of this as well because I love cheese. But
Yeah.
it's like, you know, it's milk for their offspring, for their kids, for their children. And we're drinking it, like, you know, we're not even the same species. So it's a bit of a like kinky idea. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go and get a bit of milk from this animal. I made some cheese with this. I made some cream. I made some yogurt. But I mean, they're all delicious products, but I can understand why maybe it's not good for you.
It's not natural for us in any way, really. It's like you said, I mean, the only milk that we should be drinking is when we're babies, and it's the milk from our mom, basically.
Yeah, and then you can, I know that a lot of people would like argue, like, well, what is natural? Is it natural sitting indoors of lights like this and, you know, looking into a screen? Like, we're not even in the same room, but we're like, you know, having a discussion with each other and the audience.
Yeah.
Is that natural? But we're still doing it. Maybe it's making us sick. But
Yeah.
anyway, back to not to get off track there. What you let's get back to the
He basically says that what you need is 4 herbs. It's derived of phosphates, carbonates, iodides, and bromides. And that's basically the form of the plant that you need. It's the freshest form of a plant and the freshest form of these electrically charged foods that would probably treat our body. It would kill the mucous membrane, or it basically takes away the environment for diseases to live on. So by eradicating the environment and changing the environment inside, we change the outcome. We change the cells. We change the energy. We change everything. Everything bad disappears.
That's interesting because it's like, yeah, like you're saying, you're creating the like, you know, circumstances for problems to arise. I mean, it's like, you know, that's probably why that's why people get cancer, because you're exposing yourself to, you know, bad environments. Or
Yeah.
you create a bad environment. Like, you know, sugar will make well, I mean, like cancer thrives from sugar, and also like stress hormones upsetting your pH balance and making your body more acidic. Just like, you know, establish what kind of circumstances are needed, like for cancer to thrive and to kill us. So you want to do the opposite of that if you are clever.
Yeah, definitely.
But talking about just like one ingredient, you know, sugar doesn't really have the best reputation around. What does Dr. Sebi say about sugar? Because at the end of the day, there's sugar in lots of things. Like, you know, there's sugar in fruit. You can get sugar from sugar canes and loads of different types of sugar. But just focus on that for a minute. What does he say about that? Do you know?
The industrial sugar isn't good for you. I think any doctor could say that. You don't need Dr. Sebi to say that for you. You could just go to any doctor, and or even people that work with teeth and shit. They're just gonna say it's the worst thing you can do. Eat sugar. It's basically destroys your teeth, destroys your body, gives the cancer in your body, or the potential cancer in your body, like basically even more environments to grow on. So what you need to do is to change the environment from inside, and to do that you need to cut out sugar too. But that you don't need Dr. Sebi to say. You could have any doctor that would say that sugar's bad for you. Even dentist, herbalist, anyone. Anyone who works with medical stuff will say that sugar's not good for your body.
But sugar sells.
It
Sugar
sells.
makes us addicted. Sugar
Definitely.
makes us crazy.
But there
Sugar
is
makes us crave.
But there is sugar that's all right for us, and it's
Like
in the,
brown sugar.
yeah, but it's I'm thinking of fruit sugar, the sugar that comes from plants and stuff like that. So there is sugar that is good and that's natural for our bodies to sort of comprehend.
You've been eating for the last 500 years. Starch and blood. Starch and blood. If I take those two compounds or those two items and put them into a biochemical perspective and begin to do analysis, what are we going to find in starch that would nourish my body when my body is made of electrons? There are no electrons in starch. So how am I going to replenish my energy? Then drink blood because you like to eat that meat. Lamb, goat, cows, and chicken are hybrids, and they're not African. You go to Africa today, that's all they eat. When God made things that depend on the specific food. And we will begin with the plants. Is iron. And what plant is that? The burdock, the sarsaparilla, or the marula. But if I want to treat your bones, I use calcium, but I have to go to a plant that has calcium. So I have to go to the ocean that they call the sea moss, Irish moss. Africa was never supposed to eat meat and starch because these are not the product of Africa. Go and tell that to the Africans today. You get yourself in big trouble. You've been eating.
Okay, that was basically a bit what he's saying, a bit of his lessons, which he basically never made money on his lessons. He always did everything for free.
That's cool.
The guy was cool. The guy wanted to change stuff, and he wasn't.
When did he pass away?
I think it says like 2016, but I thought it was 2012. I'm gonna double check it though.
Yeah, go for it. I'm trying to find sugar here.
Should I put a video up?
Imagine it.
Bullshit. Dr. Sebi sugar. I can have a look what he says about what he says about sugar. It's just other stuff coming up. Bromides. Am I still sharing?
Sorry?
Nah, I'll just share another one while we look up
What's that
this.
to be? What am I gonna eat? I said, drink 20 carrot juice, drink beet juice, drink celery juice. And the woman said, stop. I said, why, man? Or the book said that garlic is a food, and so is the celery, carrots. You mix them together. She said, son, those things are made. I said, what, man? Made by who? It come on the ground, man. God made everything that come on the ground. No, son. I said, but man, said that's what the book said. That's what this Harvard is telling me. That's what the book said. God didn't say that, and that's true. And guess what I found? That everything you find in the supermarket was made. They have 666 varieties of apple. They have 32 varieties of cucumber. Rice, they have about 45 varieties of rice. But you know what we didn't know is that anything that has starch, God didn't make. And do you know that everything that man made has starch in it, whether it is collard greens or mustard greens or whatever? Because God could not make something with starch. God doesn't do that. Just have to be.
Yeah, but I mean, he has so many lectures, so many. It's like I can't just sum everything up in like one thing. It's impossible. But this guy is pretty amazing what he's found out, and the knowledge that his society or the
Well, it
community.
is special because, like, my girlfriend likes to argue a lot of things, but when it comes to Dr. Sebi, there's like no arguments. Like, yeah, check him out. You know, what he says makes sense. You know, avoid starch.
Mm,
When you think of it, it's like you don't really. Do I want to put starch in my body?
no.
Do I want to care about that? Do I want to rinse my rice properly? Like we're talking in the other episode that we did when I accidentally poured a kilogram of rice in the water.
Yeah.
Anyway, interesting story. If you do accidentally pour a kilogram of rice, you can dry it in the oven and then just boil it later. It's fine.
Yeah.
I did that.
Did you?
Yeah.
And
But
how
I'm
did?
just interested. I'm just going to see. I mean, like, you know, you said there's 666 varieties of apple.
Yeah.
So what happens if I say,
There isn't.
how many varieties of apple are there? Question mark. I love to use talk to text function.
What does it say then?
Which says 7,500 known apple varieties in the US alone. No, the US alone hosts more than 2,500. 85 types of apples. See, this is the internet, isn't it? So, but it seems like 7,500 known cultivars, cultivated varieties of apple. So that's why, you know, why did he say 666? 666 varieties. I mean, I was like, I'm no criticism against him, but it's just like, you know, that happens to be a very specific, very loaded, you know, symbolic number. That's why I was just like, I just reacted to that a bit.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Because I mean, that's what everyone should do, investigate. Because if you don't investigate, you just
But
following along.
he also never read a book. So
Why?
because he didn't believe in books. He believed that books were made to like put ideas in your head.
Well, what are we doing then?
Yeah, we're reading books to put ideas in our head.
And why we're doing a podcast?
Because we're sharing what we believe in, maybe. Or bits that
Do we
we
believe in things?
no, but maybe not believe, but we at least think it's interesting.
Yeah.
Expand on.
That's why I reserve the right to read books and check things on the internet and look things up on YouTube. Because if someone's going to say, "How do you check that up on YouTube?" It's like, yeah, as opposed to what? It's 2024. What am I supposed to do? You can't update a book in the library. You can video film someone talking about something on you. I don't know. It's just like, it's a tricky situation with information. No rhyme intended.
Yeah, definitely. It's really tricky. It's tricky with information nowadays too.
That's why I just stand. I mean, like my technique, which I'm trying to inspire other people. I'm not dictating like this is what you should do, otherwise you blah blah blah. Is investigate things and don't draw unnecessary conclusions. Just explore and investigate, and just like, yeah, I can see this, I can see that. That's the argument for this, and that's the opposite argument for that. But I don't know, because if I believe something, it's like I saw this clip saying, "How can you believe something you don't know?" Or how can you believe something you know? Because either you know or you don't know. So if you don't know, you believe. If you know, you know. But if you know something, it's a bit dangerous as well, because if you falsely know something, you're going to be locked into something. And that's like why I don't draw conclusions. Because if I draw conclusions like that, case closed, I'm not going to take in any more information.
Yeah, exactly. You close
And
your
I think
you close your mind to new perspectives, basically. And
yes, and what I mean, it's like
you could be wrong. You could be wrong.
yeah. Also that, and pushing, it's like pushing emergency stop. It's like, stop. I'm not going any further. I've stopped. I've just, you know, pushed emergency stop for my own evolution.
But I just think like like today we said like, oh, it's 2024, but
yes,
is it 2024 in other countries?
No.
No. So that's one thing that's questioning.
It's just one reference system.
Yeah. So how do we even know that everything's been changed? I mean, like, there's 13 months, moon cycles in a year, but there's 12 months. And basically the old Bible said that it was 13.
Yeah, and I know, and even that is, I saw a video before. I'm gonna have to come back to that because it's interesting. I'm still investigating that. That's why I don't talk about things I haven't. Have you not talked about? Like, it sounds like I'm not talking about things I haven't investigated properly, but it's like I saw this video that all the months are out of order. Like, why is October called October? It's the 10th month of the year, but why is it called October? And why is December called December?
Deci, does that not mean?
It should be the 10th month.
Yeah.
And October
is 8.
Exactly. But then I still question, yeah, but what about all the other months? You've got 2 months there, yeah. October, 8, and December. But what about the rest of the months? But still, it does make sense though, like, you know, because you've got November in between. But does November mean 9? Because it starts with an N. That's why it's interesting to like observe things, because I have the capacity to observe a lot of things. It's like, yeah, I observe this, I observe that, but I don't need to draw a conclusion which doesn't allow me to take in any more perspectives. I think this sort of, yes, I know I've heard the thing about 13 months and stuff. So basically, yes, what I'm trying to do, or what we're trying to do, I don't know what you're trying to do, but just inspire people to use your brain, exercise your brain, exercise your mind.
Yeah.
Exercise your perspective, exercise changing perspective. Otherwise, it's going to be stuck in your same little rut.
Yeah, this is basically a little quick one for you there.
Yeah. Isn't this changing the topic though? But let's go then.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. I just mean that, how do we know that things are real? How do we know that?
How do we know anything?
Yeah. It used to have 13 months. It's March. This is the Bible, the biggest religion in the world, basically. And they believe that there were 13 months and it started with March.
I would actually argue that Islam is larger than Christianity, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but there's, what did I say then?
The Bible?
Yeah, I meant that it's the biggest religion, Christianity. Not maybe the biggest, but it's a pretty big religion in the world.
Pretty big, yeah.
Yeah, it's like.
But still, when you think about like Indonesia and all these countries that have just millions and millions of people subscribing to these religion, never mind that sidetracking. I don't want to. I'm not trying to trip you up. Let's go.
I'll just show you it for just a quick one. Like, why is it so low?
This is the proof. Full video, 20 minutes.
Oh my God. Okay.
That was short.
Sorry about that. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I just wanted to like rattle your cage a bit.
Yeah, I'm locked in a cage, you mean?
It depends on how you feel, but no.
Freedom.
That's just how it is. It's a lot of things that are pretty. You think that stuff is like the way it is, and you believed it since you were a kid, and it's obvious it's that way. But I'm just saying, I'm just trying to like put a seed in your brain that question everything, and don't.
Yeah, pretty obvious, you twat. No, sorry.
Yeah, pretty obvious, but
I'm only joking. It's Friday.
Yeah,
but still, what you're saying is important.
So that's just what I want to do. Just question everything and see where the rabbit hole leads you.
Yeah, because we're on a journey down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, tell anyone.
That could actually be a pretty good name for our podcast, maybe. The journey down the rabbit hole. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's why I enjoy this, because it's like, you know, no one really knows where we're going, but when we go somewhere, we do explore, we do investigate, and that's how we grow
Yeah.
because we're collecting perspectives
Yeah. That's
and sharing our perspectives, hopefully inspiring others. Because I've been inspired, and I'm sure you've been inspired by
Yeah.
people, for instance, like Dr. Sebi.
yeah. But
And
I
I
don't
have,
I don't want to say that it is exactly like that. I just want someone to question me. I just want someone to say, like, no, it was like this, so I can look into that perspective, or no, it's like this, and I can look into that perspective, and I can get
why,
a full picture of everything, and not just.
why,
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could
why,
be blatantly wrong in everything I've said, but question me first,
why?
because that's what you
Don't
do.
you get it? Why?
Why?
I'm questioning you, man.
All right.
I'm
Yeah.
only joking, but I'm enjoying this ride we're on.
Mm. It is a
I'm
right.
just got in my corner of my eye. We've got like 1 hour, no, 1 minute and 20 seconds left
Yeah.
of the free version of Zoom, which we've actually just come back to because we explored another solution, but we just abandoned that.
Yeah.
Not even going to say what it was, are we?
Nah, we're not gonna give
Not
them.
even worth mentioning. Maybe it is worth mentioning. Don't try Podcastle. It sucks.
Yeah, there's no like desktop version. Plus that you need to like download Chrome, but I didn't say that either.
No, I deleted mine, so I don't want to. Never mind. Anyways, there's less than 1 minute left, and
You want to
wow,
type?
once again, 39 minutes.
That's good.
Well, I'm looking forward. I mean, it's been good, right? My power nap gave me a bit of energy. I'm going to look into Dr. Sebi a bit
Yeah.
more actually because I've been inspired. I hope our audience has been inspired. Hi, audience. Thanks for hanging out. If you've been hanging out this long, which you obviously have if you're bloody hearing what I'm saying now. Any last words before the Friday kicks off properly?
Look into herbal iron and see if there's any healing effects in it.
I will do that.
Yeah. And
Thanks for this